Going with what I did last week, we're going to stick to the basics. So for today's class, we have push-ups, squats, and plank variations. But first, we're going to go ahead and start with our warm-up. So bringing our arms up and down, getting in that shoulder mobility, full range of motion as we loosen up our shoulders for all of those different types of push-ups and planks we have today. And then we will go ahead and swing those arms left to right. Maybe you get that little step in to loosen up your lower body. Maybe you get in some of those neck rolls if it's feeling a little tight. Making sure as those arms open up nice and wide, you're squeezing those shoulder blades back. And then we will go ahead and bring our hands or bring our feet outside of our hips and bend it over straight down, trying to bring our hands to the floor, keeping those legs nice and straight, feeling the pull in the back of your legs, stretching out your hamstrings. We're going to go ahead, bend those legs to bring it down into a squat, hands up, push those knees out with your elbows. And then we will go ahead, bring our arms overhead, stand back up and do it all over again. Bend it over, touch the floor of the toes, keep those legs nice and straight, and then bring it down nice and low, hands up. Let's push those knees out with our elbows. And then we'll go ahead, stop it. This time we're gonna bring our right arm up, twist it to the right, a little spinal twist. And then bring it down, left hand up, spinal twist. And then bring that back down, arms overhead. Let's stand it back up. We are going to place our hands on the ground, step it back into that high plank, lower the hips to the ground into that up dog, stretching out your core. Let's raise the hips back up, right foot forward into that hip flexor. And then we will go ahead and switch legs, left foot forward, pulse it out. And then we will come back to that high plank, lower the hips to the ground. Let's raise it on up, right foot forward. And then the left. One more time, step it back to that high plank, lower the hips down. Really get that nice good stretch in, look into the sky. Raise the hips on up, right foot. And then the left foot, last time. And then we will go ahead and stand it on up. That is our warm up. Let me go ahead and make sure everyone's muted, and then we will get started. If you were in class last week, we did a back to the basics workout. We're gonna do the same thing this week. Push up, squat, and plank variations, 2 of each. So, you know it's gonna be a tough workout. There we go. Let me go ahead and demonstrate our 2 upper body movements. We're going to be on the ground into this high plank. You're going to push your shoulders back, bend those knees into that rocket launcher, bring it back to that high plank, come down for that push up, hold it for 2 seconds, and then press it on up and repeat. Rocket launcher, back to that push up pause, and then come on up. That is our first upper body movement. Then our second push-up variation, chest is on the floor, arms are extended. We are going to row the arms up. So as you row up, your chest should be coming off the ground. You're gonna place your hands onto the floor next to your chest, elbows by your side, press it up, and then we're coming down for a tricep push-up for a count of 4. So 4, 3, 2, 1, back over into that Superman, row it up, hands down, press it up, 4, 3, 2, 1, down, and then repeat. Those are our 2 moves. We have 2 rounds. Our first round is 3 sets, 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. So go ahead, bring it to the floor into that high plank, hands and toes. We're gonna push it back into that rocket launcher, come forward, and then come down into that push-up, hold it for 2 seconds, and then that is 1 rep. So everyone bring it to the floor, and we will get started in 3, 2, 1. Push the shoulders back, bend those knees, press it forward, come down, 1, 2, press it up, and then repeat. Push it back, and if you need to, once you're in that high plank, you can drop it down to the knees, come down to that push-up, hold it, and then press it up for that modified. Then just pick the knees back up to come into that rocket launcher, and then again, drop it back down, making sure those elbows are flared at that 45. We have 5 seconds remaining. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. 2 more sets, same exercise. Make sure those fingers stay nice and spread apart, even a slight bend in them to get that good grip onto the floor. We are coming up into that high plank in 3, 2, 1. We are up, push the knees back, bring it forward, hold it for 2, press it on up, push it back, high plank, we're down, 1, 2, back up. Halfway through this set, make sure you lead with your chest, not your forehead. 7 more seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. We've got 1 more set. Same exercise. Making sure, again, you lead with that chest. Even if you need to, just tilt that head up. We are coming back in 5, 4, 3, 2, knees up. Push it back. Bring it forward. Hold it for that 2, then back up. If you need to, you can drop it down onto those knees, hold it in that push-up, bring it up. Make sure that spine or that belly button is coming back into that spine. Keep that nice straight back. We have 15 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. We're going to lay it on our stomach now. Arms extended. We have our row, hands down, press it up, count of 4, down. Keep those elbows by your side. We're rowing it back in 3, 2, 1. Row it back, hands down, press it up, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swing those arms extended, row it back. As you row it back, squeeze those shoulder blades back, then place the hands down, press it on up, and as you come down, keep those elbows by your side. Count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms overhead to repeat. 10 seconds. 2, 1. Let's rest. Grab quick water if you need it. Maybe you stretch out your shoulders a little bit because we have 2 more exercises of this row to tricep push-up. 7 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's row it back. Hands down. Press it up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Same thing, lead with that chest, not the forehead. Elbows should be tucked in all the way. That's what's gonna make it tricep dominant. 10 seconds. And if you need to, you can always press up and then drop the knees down and slowly lower down on your knees. Go ahead and rest. We have 1 more set. Getting started in 10 seconds. Bring it to the floor. Who's going to grab that water? We are starting our final set of these. 3, 2, 1. Roll it back. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Hands down. Press it up. And then slowly lower. 3, 2, 1. Repeat. Modified. You come up to that high plank. Then you drop the knees down. And then count of 4 all the way down. Keep that belly button tucked into the spine. Nice straight back. 15 seconds to go. Three, 2, 1. We are resting and we are coming back. Round 2, only one set. 50 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. Our rocket launcher push-up pause. This time our elbows should be at that 45-degree angle. In 3, 2, 1. Push the shoulders back, bend those knees, bring it forward, come down for a second, then press it up. Modified version, you're still coming back to that rocket launcher, but this time when you come to that high plank, knees to the ground, coming down, hold it, press it up, then bring the knees back up to repeat that rocket launcher. This is our final set of these. We will not be doing them again after these final 20 seconds, so really give it your all. Ten more seconds. Last rep. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. 25 seconds. Grab that quick sip. Maybe get some shoulder swings, some arm circles as we come into our row to tricep push-up. Our final set in this upper body circuit. We are on our stomach, arms extended. 3, 2, 1. Roll it back. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Hands down. Press it up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down and repeat. Remember, we only have one set, our final set, with only 30 seconds to go. If you're doing that modified version, you're pressing up to that high plank, then you drop the knees down, still keeping your elbows by your side, down for 4, 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Let's rest. 60 seconds. Catch your breath. Grab some water. Shake out the arms. We are moving into lower body. We have a 3-way squat pulse. Our feet together. You're coming down, narrow squat. 1, 2, 3 pulses. Step it out so it's shoulder or hip width apart. 3 regular squat pulses, and then you're coming out wide. 3 wide, then you bring it back narrow. 3 pulses, then regular, then wide. So 3 for 3, and then our second exercise, we're coming into that sumo stance position, feet outside of the hip, toes pointed at that 45. You're gonna come down for a full squat, 90 degrees. Come up halfway, bring it back down, and then extend. So a 1.5 squat. You're doing 1 full rep, then a half rep, then back up. And then you're repeating that movement. If you have a dumbbell, feel free to grab it, hold on to it. As always, shoulder blades back, back nice and straight. As you come down into that squat, we are starting with our feet together for that narrow squat. 3 pulses, 3 different squats. Getting started in 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. 1, 2, 3. Shoulder width apart. 1, 2, 3. Outside of the hips. 1, 2, 3. Bring it back in. 2, 3, hip width, and then wide. Stay nice and low the entire time. If you can, I know your quads are starting to burn. Mine are too. We just have 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Bring it on up. Whew. Shake out the legs. We got 2 more sets of these. 3 squat pulses, 3 different types of squats, staying low the entire time. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. 2, 3. Hip width. 2, 3. Outside of the hips. 2, 3. Start it back over. 2, 3. Again, you can go at my pace, or you can go faster or slower. This is your workout. If you need to, feel free to take those rests. If you need to extend, keep the butt low. If you can, the entire time. We just have 7 seconds. Let's rest. Whew. 1 more set. Really shake those legs out. 1 final set. As always, let those knees push out. Don't cave them in. 5 seconds. Final set of these in this round. 2, 1. Drop it down. 2, 3. Regular squat. 2, 3. Outside of the hips, nice and wide. 3. Bring it back to that narrow. 2, 3. 3. Wide. 2, 3. Back to that narrow. Push those knees out. We have 10 seconds. Stay low. Try not to extend, not yet. Go ahead and rest. Whew. Now our next exercise, sumo squat position. Outside of the hips, toes at that 45. You're coming down for a full rep, then just half, and then extend it up. 1.5 reps in 3, 2, 1. Full 1, then half, then up, full, half, up. 1, half, and then up. Keep those toes at that 45. Push the knees out. Don't let them cave in. 15 seconds. Keep the back nice and straight. Shoulder blades back, especially if you're holding on to something. 2, 1. Let's rest. Whew. 2 more sets. Starting in 10 seconds. Bring it back outside of the hips, toes pointed at that angle. Dropping it down in 3, 2, 1. Full rep, then that half one. Back up. Full, half, back up. Try not to stay extended too long. Try and come straight down once you've extended. I know you might feel tired, so if you need that rest, feel free to take it. Really try to push yourself. We have 15 seconds, more than halfway there. 2, 1. We are resting. And then we have 1 more set. Whew. And then we have our second round of these. Take that weight up if you have it. We're in position. 3, 2, 1. Drop it down for that full rep, then half, then back up. Full, half, up. Keep that back straight. Don't let it hunch over. I don't want to see you hunched over as you bring it down. Try and stay nice and upright. 10 seconds. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. We got 2 sets left. Only 1 set per exercise, starting with that 3-way squat pulse. So 3 pulses for each of those 3 squats in 3, 2, 1. We're narrow, down, 2, 3, regular, 2, 3, wide, 2, 3. Trying to stay nice and low the entire time. Your legs should never fully extend until it's time to rest. Almost there, 20 more seconds. 2, 3, 10 more. Come on, stay low, keep it moving. I know your quads are burning. You're almost there, just 3 seconds. Our last rep, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. Whew. Shake it off. 1 more lower body set, and that is our sumo squat. 1.5 reps. Outside of the hips, toes pointed. Dropping it down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down for a full, then a half. Back up, full, half, up. You guys are doing awesome. 30 seconds to go. And then our nice long break. Keep it moving, a full one, then a half, then bring it up, back down, half, up. You got this. Just 15 seconds and then 60 seconds to catch your breath and grab some water. Work for that long break. 5 more seconds, trying to get 1 more rep in. 1 more, 2, 1. Let's rest. Whew. Then we have our planks, 2 exercises, same timing for those 2 rounds. We are starting in a high plank, hands and toes. As always, pulling that belly button into the spine, knees up. You're gonna kick that right leg just slightly up, bring it in for a knee tuck, then switch sides. Do not kick the leg all the way up, only kick as high as your hip, and then bring it in to get that extra glute work in. Then our second exercise, we will be in an elbow plank, coming into a spider crunch. So on our forearms, knees up, back nice and straight, not curved, pulling that belly button into the side, bringing that knee out to the elbow, alternating side by side to work out those obliques. Whew. But first we're starting high plank, kick it up, bring it in, switch sides, but don't kick it up all the way. You're only kicking up as high as your hip, and then you're tucking that knee in. We're gonna go ahead and get started in 10 seconds. Bring it down to your hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kick that leg up, tuck that knee in, switch sides. Make sure your hands are underneath those shoulders. If you need to, you can modify it into that modified plank. Still kick the knee up, bring it in, drop it down, switch sides if you're doing that modified version. Otherwise, knees should be up, hands under those shoulders, up, in, switch legs, up, in. 3, 2, 1. Let's rest. And again, shake out those shoulders if you need to. We got 10 seconds, same exercise. 2 more of these sets. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick the knee up. Kick that foot up and tuck the knee in. Switch sides. Up, in, switch. Up, in, switch. Or if you're on your knees, same thing. Keep those hands under those shoulders. Back nice and straight. Kick it up. Bring it in. Kick it up. Bring it in. Five seconds. Keep it moving. Stay strong. 2, 1. You can rest. Whew, but only for 20 seconds because we have one more. You guys are crushing this workout. Same with the push-ups. Keep those fingers nice and wide. We're coming up. Knees up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press it up and then in. Keep the shoulders over the wrists. Halfway. Three, 2, 1, and we rest. We're coming down onto our elbows now for those spider crunches. So on our forearms, elbows under our shoulders, bringing our knees out to our elbows, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are up. Bring it out and then switch sides. If you need to, you can come down onto your forearm or onto your knees for that modified, and then you're still bringing those knees out to those elbows. You're just staying on your knees rather than your toes. We have 20 more seconds. Single digits. Keep it moving. 3, 2, 1. Let's rest. Whew. You guys are doing awesome. We only have 4.5 minutes left in this workout. Coming onto our forearms in 10 seconds. Get ready. Bring it down. Knees up. 3, 2, 1. Knees out to those elbows. Keep the back nice and straight. Pull that belly button in. Don't let that back arch. And if you need to, you can drop it to your knees for that modified version. And you should still be doing that spider crunch. Even if you're on your knees, you can still bring your knees out. For 15 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. One more set, and then we'll be on our final round, you guys. We're almost there. Whew. Sticking with our elbows, keeping them under our shoulders. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees out. Working our obliques. Every part of our core with this movement. And again, if you need to, on the knees, modified, still bringing the knees out, side by side. 15 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's rest. Whew. 2 sets, you guys. That's it. Our final round, 1 set per exercise, just 50 seconds of work. We're back on our hands for that leg extension to that knee tuck. In 3, 2, 1. We're up on our knees. Kick that foot up. Tuck it in. Keep that back nice and straight. Pull it in to your spine. And if you need to, you're in that modified version on your knees, still kicking that knee up, still bringing it in. Keeping those shoulders over the wrist. We have just over 10 seconds remaining. 2, 1, let's rest. One final time. Shake off the shoulders, and we are coming down onto our forearms. 50 seconds of work, our final 50 seconds. You guys got this. Elbow spider crunch, starting in 7 seconds. Bring it to your forearms, knees up in 3, 2, 1. We are up. Bring it out to the side. You guys are doing great. If you need to, drop it down to those knees. Just keep it moving and bring those knees out to the side. Still pull that belly button into the spine. Nice pelvic tilt. We got 20 seconds. Keep it moving. Don't quit. Not yet. We're almost there. 10 seconds. If you need to, you can just hold that plank. You can ride it out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. Woo. Grab that sip of water. You earned it. Towel off if you need to. We will get into some cool down. We are going to start in a child's pose position. So feet together, knees out wide, palms on the ground, arms extended, and just sit it back onto your heels, chin to chest. Focus on your breathing, inhaling through your nose, exhaling out through your mouth. Opening up our lower back. We are going to walk those hands over to the left, stretching out our right upper trap. And then let's go ahead and walk it over to the right. We're going to bring it back center. Keeping our forehead on the ground, we're just going to swing our arms behind our back, interlock those fingers, and raise them up to stretch out our shoulders. You can either stay on your forehead, or if you'd like a deeper stretch, you can raise the hips up and come onto the top of the head. If this feels uncomfortable for your neck, just stay seated on your heels. If you've raised it onto your head, go ahead, bring it back down onto your heels, lower your hands down, and bring them back into a child's pose position. Keeping our palms on the ground, we're going to lift our forehead and push our hands forward as we raise our hips up. And then once you've raised your hips up as far as they can go, you can place your forehead on the ground, palms on the floor. We're just sinking our chest down, stretching out our upper chest and our shoulders. Did a lot of push-ups, a lot of planks. Really want to stretch those out. We will go ahead and place our elbows onto the floor, Pick the hands up to tap them on the back of your shoulders. And then again, press the elbows into the floor, stretching out your triceps. 3, 2, 1. Let's drop the hands back down. And we're going to come up into quadruped position, hands and knees. We are going to step that right foot forward into our hip flexor. I'm going to go ahead, bring our hands up onto our hips and just sink into this stretch, making sure that knee and ankle are nice and aligned. And then we will go ahead and push the hips back, extending that right leg, lifting the toes up. You can place your hands on the ground as you fold it forward into this hamstring stretch. If you need to, feel free to bend that leg slightly just to take some of the pressure off the back of the knee. And then we'll go ahead, push the hips back forward into our hip flexor. Place your right elbow on your right knee. And we are going to kick that left leg up. Reach for that left ankle with your left hand. Stretch out the quad. Pulling that foot as close to you as you need it to be. And then we will go ahead, place that left foot down, step it back, left foot forward, bring the hands up to the hips, sink those hips, make sure those knees and ankles are aligned, and let's go ahead, push it back, extend that left leg, lift the toes into this hamstring stretch. And then we're going to bring it forward one more time. Left elbow on the left thigh, kick the right foot up, reach for that right ankle with your right hand to stretch out your right quad. 3, 2, 1, go ahead, release, and step the left foot back. As we come up into downward dog, lifting up the knees, we're going to pedal those heels out to stretch out your calves, push the shoulders back. And then let's go ahead and slowly walk the hands back to our feet. You're going to take a nice big inhale up and reach for the sky. Inhale it up, reach, reach, reach. As tall as you can be, stretch out the core. You're going to exhale by placing that left hand down and bending it over to the left. And then go ahead, inhale up, lifting that left arm. Exhale, right arm down, bending over to the right. Gonna do that one more time. Inhale that arm back up. Exhale that left arm down, bend it to the left. Inhale it up, right arm down. Exhale it to the right. And then finally, inhale that right arm up, really reach. Maybe you get that little bit of a back bend in to stretch out all that core work we did. Bring it back up nice and tall, and then go ahead and exhale. Whew, both of those arms down. That is all I have for class today, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed and have a great rest of your day.
Thanks, Paulina.